Okay, so now I'm ready to head up to the Undead Berg for real this time. I've got my bonfire kindled up to 20. I've still got my equipment load between 25 and 50%. We'll get Havel's ring here, and that'll allow me to get under 25%. So we'll be kind of sluggish in the meantime. So I'll go ahead and kill these hollow enemies. That one down there will just kind of be, we'll leave him alone for now. I just want to be careful again with this firebomb guy. I'll run past him and get the other one. Then I'll come back and get him. And this one should come at me. Again, the range of this weapon is just so good, coupled with the damage it does, that it just wrecks everything. Come out here and grab this soul item. I'm going to head into this little aqueducty sewer section. Carefully kill this rat. Rats have a good chance of dropping humanity, so it's always good to kill that guy. I'll head down the run. Up at the end we can see a shortcut door that can only be opened from the other side. And now I'll head out here, and this should be Undead Burg. There are a couple of enemies here right away that are immediately aggressive to me. They're pretty benign. Kill them, again, with your range. And now you can see a break in the railing kind of behind. I'm going to run and jump over to that. Might take you a couple tries, but there's a humanity item on this corpse that I want to grab. Never can have enough humanity. I always end up needing to donate 30 to Qualag's sister to unlock the shortcut to Lost Izalith that allows you to progress Solaire's questline and summon him for the final battle. Kill these two hollows, traverse the white light, come over here to the left and grab another soul item. Now we'll head up and have the interaction with the Hellkite dragon. Several hollows here in addition to an archer off in the distance. I kind of try to kite these guys back. It's just much safer. You can see that guy still managed to hit me with an arrow from across the map almost. I'm going to head out here to the right. There's a couple shielded hollows. Even if they're able to block, which they usually don't, they still get killed. Roll through these barrels to drop down here. This is the Undead Merchant. Want to buy a couple of things from him. The orange sign soapstone is like 100 souls. That'll allow you to write messages if you so desire. The Residence Key, we want that so we can rescue Griggs of Vinheim. And I'll go ahead and buy the bottomless box while I'm here. That'll let me put all my stuff in my inventory into a box at the bonfire so I don't have to have it cluttering me up. Once I do that, I'll head back up here. There may or may not still be one hollow. Nope, he disappeared somehow, the random hollow that was right around here. I'm going to kill this guy. It's possible to get through a bunch of this stuff and homeward bone back to Firelink, but I'm going to end up resting at the bonfire that is at the sunlight altar. This way I can warp to it once I get the Lord Vessel. So I'm going to have to get out of this area on foot so I can go ahead and rest here. So now I'm going to head across this bridge into a room with a couple of enemies. They should be pretty easy. Try to line them up to hit them both at once. Another one's going to bust through the door on the left. Got guys coming from behind me that I forgot about. Just one guy. Here we have another shortcut door that we need to open from the other side later. I'm going to take the far steps. There's going to be 3 enemies up here, all of which apparently are engaging me. The one in the back that jumped at me first usually stays back and throws fire bombs. I'll come into this door with either the residence key or the master key. There's a chest out here that has 3 pine resins in it. This weapon can't be buffed with enchantments, so I'm not worried about picking it up. Looks like I'm getting invaded, which is crappy, so I'm going to try to get to the Taurus demon boss and shoo the invader away so I don't have to engage him. But he's right here, which, good, he got hit by that. That'll let me run up to the Taurus demon door, and I'll go kill the Taurus demon real quick so I don't have to deal with this invader. And then we'll backtrack down to Havel. Normally I kill Havel first. So whenever you engage a boss, the if you have an invader, he gets sent home. I didn't want to have to fight that guy, so I just sent him back. Here we have the Taurus Demon. Much more difficult if you don't have a Black Knight Halberd, but look at the damage I did to him. 3 shots, he's dead. My normal plan would be to go kill Havel first and then come back and kill him. Got these stupid archers up here that I got to zigzag past. But the invader made things difficult, so I'll kind of walk my way backwards here. This far right barrel has a crystal lizard. Make sure you kill that. 1 shot should get it. 2 more Twinkling Titanite. That'll allow me to do 1 more upgrade. We'll get the remaining Twinkling Titanite once we head down to Blighttown in the Great Hollow. This guy, of course, is still alive since I ran past him, so I'll kill him. I'll use the Master Key, or this is the key I got from after the Moonlight Butterfly. Both will unlock that door. I'm going to top off my health, and I'm going to head down and we'll engage Havel the Rock. He's a heavily armored knight that carries a giant club called a Dragon Tooth. I don't think he can one-shot me, but he'll probably do about 80% of my health in 1 hit, so you want to be very careful with him. I just kite him up the stairs and then use my range to counterattack after he misses. Should have plenty of time to get an attack in, get back, and then repeat until he's dead. It should take 4 or 5 shots to kill him. You certainly can go to ground level and engage him, but I just think it's easier to do it on the stairs here. And of course he can be parried and riposted, but that's far more adventure that I want to undertake with this guy. So there we go. Now I've got Havel's ring. I'm going to equip this immediately. And that takes my maximum equipment load up to 95.4. Now that allows me to have 23.8 equipment on. So if I take off, did I do that math right? Let's see, I'm at 24. Yeah, I need to be less. So I'm going to unequip the gloves and the boots and just wear the armor. Or I'll go leather armor. Let me check my math again here. What did I say? 23.4? Leather gloves, leather boots. There we go. So that's better. So that's a little bit of protection now. And now, of course, more importantly, I have the fast roll and the fast run. I don't feel so sluggish. So normally I would have come down here first and then headed up to fight the Taurus Demon, getting the Crystal Lizard on the way. Since we were forced kind of to do that to avoid the invader, I'll now head up there and continue along. While you're engaging this Taurus Demon, you do want to be careful if you're rolling sideways to not roll off the bridge like right here, which it's very possible to do. That guy can be a nightmare if you don't have such an overpowered weapon like we have now, so it's very little difficulty in defeating him, as you saw. I'll grab this soul item and then head down. And the key that I picked up outside the Undead Parish, the basement key, will unlock that door that leads down to Lower Undead Berg. I'm not quite ready to go there yet. A couple other things I want to do. First of which is come over here and meet Solaire. Always say yes to him. He'll give you the white sign soapstone. And more importantly, it'll advance his quest line, so he'll be available in Anne Orlando in order to summon for Ornstein and Smo. Make sure you talk to him until he says something about being grossly incandescent. That'll mean you've advanced his dialogue far enough. So now I need to run across this bridge. As I do, the Hellkite Dragon will appear and breathe fire. If I quickly dip into the recess on the right and get behind the wall, the fire won't hurt me, but it will kill the nearby hollows. What I'm going to do here is walk down below, and I'm going to kick down a ladder that leads down to the bonfire that we've already rested at. Should there be a problem, I can just climb back up and not have to go through so much of the Undead Burg. Normally, we would progress through here into that area where the armored boar is, and eventually through to the Undead Church and fight the gargoyles, but we went kind of out of our way to avoid that altogether. I'm going to run across here and get to safety on this wall. I'm curious to see what this guy dropped, so I'm going to come get it. It is a Titanite shard. We need to cut off this guy's tail for the Drake Sword, and we need to get behind him to the Sunlight Altar bonfire. So what I'm going to do is wait here. Just by waiting here, he'll eventually jump down onto the bridge. As soon as he does, I'm going to run around him to the right, I'll hit his tail with my Black Knight Halberd, chopping it off for the Drake Sword, and then I'll just immediately run in here and rest at the bonfire. And that'll reset the enemies, and that'll cause him to fly away. There he goes. So he won't be bothering us for now. I have no need to open this, but I will. Now I'll come out here and kill these hollows. These two items on the bridge are a soul item and a claymore. I want to definitely get the claymore because it's usable for a boss weapon upgrade eventually for the Knight's Honor achievement. And now I'll make my way back to the door that I unlocked at the front of this bridge that leads down to the Lower Undead Berg. Be careful not to fall off here or you will die. It's very far down. If you just press the B button, you will slide. If you're pressing a direction and press the B button, you won't. So just pressing B, which is the roll back step button, you will slide down ladders. Here we are in Lower Undead Berg. And I'm going to first come up the steps here to open a shortcut door that I might not ever need to use. And I'm going to kill these guys so they don't chase me down. That one closed the door. He said, forget this, that guy's got a Black Knight Halberd, +5, +3, +2. Either way, it's a lot more than he can handle at this point. Some tactics that are a tactic that I will mention that's very important with this Halberd is when you swing it at an enemy, 99% of the enemies that you hit with it will get staggered, and you can just follow it up if you need to kill them eventually. But if you miss with it, you kind of staggered yourself for a second. But I like to press back and B if I miss or if the enemy isn't staggered to roll away before hopefully they can attack. Something to just keep in mind as you play. Here we've got a couple of annoying dogs. I try to get them around the corner and kill them in that fashion. They can be pretty dangerous if they get on you. Not sure where I'm getting shot at with arrows, but I don't think it's anything that can hit me. Is it up here somewhere? There's one more dog right here. They like to jump away. Okay, so now in the Lower Undead Berg, couple of things I need to do down here. First of which is use the residence key on this door to free Griggs of Vinheim. This is important because he is one of the vendors that sells sorceries that are required for the Wisdom of a Sage achievement. Just by unlocking this door and talking to him, he will eventually relocate to Firelink Shrine. You can break these barrels carefully. Don't use your weapons so you don't hit him. Just roll through them. And I'm going to get some equipment that I can actually put on, and I won't be encumbered, and I'm fully clothed now. So again, I'm going to just talk to him one more time to make sure. He'll go to Firelink Shrine, and we are done with him for now. Down to the left here, there are several of these hollow enemies. I try to bait them out because they have a habit of being randomly aggressive. Sometimes they're just easy to kill, and sometimes they're crazy like that. Look at that. So if you just take it slow with those guys, they're easy to kill. They're easy to kill. So 3 more here at the end. I'm going to try something that may or may not work. Nope. That was not my goal. My goal was to roll at them and then do a horizontal slash attack, and now I'm having a heck of a time here and I'm almost embarrassed about it. Okay, so there we go. That's done. Luckily I've got plenty of Estus. So I'll grab this Twin Humanities, and then I'll head deeper into the Undead Burg towards the Capra Demon battle. And along the way there's a bunch of these, I don't know what they're officially called, ninja hollow enemies that bust out. You can kill a few of them before they even come out. If you hit from the right range, you can attack through the door there and here. The third one is immune until he comes out and sort of takes position there. There's a weapon in here that you might as well grab. It's a thrusting sword called a Mail Breaker. And then as we follow a little bit further along this path, there's going to be 3 more of those dudes that pop out and 2 of the crazy dogs. So again, I'll just kite them down this path and use my range and the strength of my weapon to kill them all. The dogs may or may not get aggroed. It's kind of random. These guys may throw darts at you, which is annoying. They also may try to parry you, which they can do sometimes. The dogs did not get aggroed. Here they come now. If you just back up, usually they jump at you, and then they're far enough away to kill. I'm going to do the same with this one. Lock on, walk backwards. There it jumped, and now I can kill it. Except I hit the door, which is kind of annoying. Alright. So, I am actually not going to fight the Capra Demon here. There's no reason to. I don't need the key to the depths yet, and I like to come back and do the Capra Demon in the depths when I'm strong enough that I know there's no way I'm going to die. You can pick up this item set in here too if you prefer a different fashion look. But what I am going to do is I'm going to use my soapstone. As you can see here, there are a lot of summon signs around, and I want to do at least 3 assists on the Capra Demon. Because in order to join the Warrior of Sunlight Covenant, you need 25 faith. My faith is 9. Each time you do a successful boss assist, you lower that reduction or that requirement by 5. So if I do 3 boss assists, I can put 1 point in faith and meet the requirements to join the Warrior of Sunlight Covenant, which we need to do for an achievement on its own, and ultimately to get some miracles that are required for the Prayer of a Maiden achievement. So I got summoned right away. This game is still very new and active. And I'll go ahead and top off my Estus. And I'm ready to... This guy wants some sort of a emote. So there we go. A gesture. And now I'm ready to go. Now, all I want is this host to stay alive. My weapon does insane damage to the Capra Demon. Dead. So that was very simple. So that's it. I'll get 3,000 souls for that. That'll help me join the Warrior of Sunlight Covenant. And while I'm here, it'll only take a few minutes to do it. So I'm going to do it 2 more times. I may or may not edit these encounters out of this video so you don't have to wait through it. Put down my sign. And wait. Okay, so I've done 3 Capra Demon boss assists. That's sufficient for now. I could sit here and do it for a while and farm up a bunch of souls. But I'll just put 1 point in faith at some point after I get the Lord Vessel. And I can warp directly back to the Sunlight Altar Bonfire and join the Warrior of Sunlight Covenant. So we'll push on. Since I'm not going to kill the Capra Demon myself, I'm not going into the depths right now. Like I said, we'll be back to do that after we can warp after Anne Orlando. There's just no reason to do it immediately. Do need to do it eventually. Need the Ember from the depths. I need the Gaping Dragon's tail cut off. So I'll run up here, and this is going to take us back to Firelink Shrine. First, I'm going to talk to this undead merchant. I'm going to purchase some purple moss from her. I'm going to purchase 4 of that one and 2 of the blooming to cure toxin. I'll go ahead and buy 1 more of these, or 2. Okay. You know what I'm actually going to buy from her is some more homeward bones too. Alright, so it's 13 homeward bones. That should be plenty for a while. Now I'll run along this sewer. You may remember when I mentioned this shortcut door when we first entered these little sewers from Firelink Shrine. So now I can run that way, kind of the back way, when I'm ready to go fight the Capra Demon. I'm going to kill this rat. Maybe he'll drop me a humanity, but no. As soon as I walk out here, there's a guy on the right, so I'm going to walk this way and kind of give myself some room. The other one's charging up. Doesn't quite realize what he's getting into, I'm sure. We are almost back to Firelink Shrine. I'm going to try to do a cool jump attack onto this guy. Take that. And I do have, what, 11,000 souls? So here is Griggs of Vinheim. We rescued him and he is here. Now he's unwilling to sell sorceries to you unless you have at least 10 intelligence. I only have 9. I'm going to go increase my intelligence to 10. And then there's 2 spells that he only sells that you must buy from him. So I'll shoot over there. Those 2 spells are Oral Decoy and Fall Control. So when he asks, I'll say, yes, I want to learn your spells. And then I will purchase Fall Control for 1,500, Oral Decoy for 1,000. The rest of these spells that he is offering will eventually be sold also by Big Hat Logan. And there comes a point when you need to buy every spell that Big Hat Logan is selling in order to advance his quest line. Even if you already own these spells, you would still have to buy them again from him. So other than if you intended to use them and wanted to own more than 1 copy of each, there's no reason to buy them now or at all from Griggs. We're essentially done with Griggs for now. So my next quest is to head into Blighttown. Before I do, I'm going to do something that I forgot to do way earlier. I did go down to New Londo Ruins to get a Firekeeper soul. I never gave it to Anastasia to upgrade my Estus flask. And I do have 2 more Twinkling Titanite, so I'm going to go ahead and take a minute and go down to Rickard of Vinheim and have him upgrade my Black Knight Halberd one more time.